let's talk about some of the performance here. In SQL, in this particular video, basically, we'll be talking about identifying the database design issue. How to identify if there is any issue on database design, right? So that is something, database design issue. We'll be looking how to identify the design issue by the execution plan. Also, the next I'm going to cover, if you see there is a lookup item in execution plan, that's the big problem, right? How to resolve that. So these two items we'll be covering in this particular video. So let me go to my VM. So in this particular VM, I have Advanced Work 2017 install. With that, I have all these tables we have, and if I just run one script like using Advanced Work 2017. And I'm selecting from the employee where ID, national ID equals to this integer, right? So if I run this, there is nothing wrong in this select statement. If I run this with the execution plan on, what will happen is just gives one result. But if I go and see the execution plan, I'll see this yellow triangle. Whenever you see the yellow triangle on your execution plan, you have to think twice, because there is some problem, right, and on your system. So you got to see, if you hover over your mouse there, it just say that if you see, read that warning message, the type conversion expression in conversion implicit is happening, conversion happening in your system. So if you read all the way down, it says human resource dot employee dot national ID has that issue. National ID has that issue. If you go to this employee table in your database, and then open this column, and you can see this, employee ID was designed as an n-barker 15. So ID design is an n-barker 15. So you just put your ID. That's why you are getting this warning message. That's why, like, your data was stored as an n-barker format, and you are giving them as an integer thing. So that's why you are having this strike. So to resolve this, what you need to do is basically just for temporary fix. You can treat your ID as a barker and rerun it. Their warning will go away. Or what you can do is basically, to fix the issue, you need to alter this table, and then you gotta change this data type n-barker to integer. Will be the fix. So basically, what we have just covered is, by looking execution plan, we should be able to find some database design issue, just like this. So this is what I wanted to cover in the first part. The second part is basically what I'm going to cover is how to fix a lookup issue, right? So in order to fix the lookup issue, let me quickly go bring one code to my SQL. I'm going to open the new window, and then I'm going to paste one quick script here with the statistics IO and time IO on. Time and statistics IO on. So right here, what is happening is I'm selecting some data from sales order detail table, where this modified date is greater than this, and product ID is equals to this, right? So let me run this query with the execution plan on. So I'm going to select the execution plan on, and then I'm going to click on execute. So my query was executed, and I'm going to go to the execution plan. You see, this is what I'm talking about. So I am seeing the lookup thing here. So this, we do not want this lookup. Lookup is basically basically look up all the row by row. Basically, is not sick. We do not want the lookup on the page level. If you have the lookup, basically what SQL does is you have to read all the page one by one, top to bottom. If you have a millions of rows, it has to go through, scan everything. So we need to eliminate this lookup thing here. So how to eliminate this lookup thing is basically, you can read this warning. So if you see up here, execution mode is row, right? And also if you see the output list there, output list is basically, there is output there are sales, modified date, and things like that. And so if you go back to your this index seek option, and then if you read all the way down, there is a seek predicate. What it says is, in advanced work sales order detail, the product ID is scalar operator. So there is something not working with the product ID. It doesn't found anything for product ID. So what we need to do is basically, we need to have some kind of index for that product ID, for that predicate. Right, so we need to create the index for that product ID. So this lookup will eliminate it. So again, you can go to this index 6, and if you go see all the way down and right here, you'll see that information. So let me quickly create the index here. Let me copy and create the index. I'm going to create the non-cluster index on sales order detail table, the same table above, and I'm going to include product ID and modified date is two column that we are filtering here. Include some other item. So this is item with the drop existing on, right? So I'm going to create this right here. It's just create successfully. Now, if I rerun this with the execution plan, you'll see the different result. So there is no more lookup, no more lookup thing. There is no issue. So this is how we have to fix our database, and it will improve the performance. So those are two items I really wanted to cover in this video. Basically, identify the database design issue by the execution plan. Also, resolve the execution plan, execute lookup issue through the execution plan. And hope this will be helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.